Boys, girls, all my trumbullets out there, welcome back to Other Robert, Joe, and yes, this is a review. Saying it right now, I'm not tricking anybody, okay? Warning now, it is a review. South Park, Season 20, Episode 6. We're almost done. Damn, it's crazy. But things really picked up, especially towards the end, in terms of the election, because, as we know, the election is coming closer. And actually, I believe next week's a dark week, which means we're not getting a South Park episode, which means the next time we get a South Park episode, I believe the election will have already happened. So I believe it'll be the night after the election, so we're bound to get what I'm assuming will be another really solid election episode of South Park. But Fort Collins started out a little rough, started out pretty much what we've seen from the rest of the season, but then I think it got its own identity as the episode went on, and that's really, I would say, two main things. And that's Gerald's argument, I guess, fight with Swaggins. And that was very funny, and it's funny to see this kind of bond that Swaggins thinks they had, and the whole thing, it's funny, it's South Park, right? I mean, that's very classic South Park in terms of this forced relationship that one character thinks is there, right? I mean, I feel like we've seen this plenty of times before, but and especially funny that it's happening to Gerald as opposed to Randy, right? Because Randy, although he's doing something with the member berries, I feel like Randy's always the one who's getting himself into these kind of situations. So it's good that Gerald has really been a main focus of really this whole season, and it was funny for him to kind of have this encounter. I think this can be very make for some memorable moments for Gerald after the season's over. But and then we also have the member berries thing, which I gotta tell you, when it first started in episode 1, didn't think it was that funny. I think really the more it was on, I think the funnier it got. And this episode was by far the funniest the member berries have been. Giving them kind of their own identity and letting them do their own thing. Very much, very reminiscent of Sausage Party, even kind of the window scene, although it didn't transpire like Sausage Party with that scene. It was very reminiscent just visually. But, I mean, oh man, the member berry stuff is gold. Although I would say overall this episode, still it's hurting that all these episodes pretty much feel the same, and none of them really have their own independent purpose. This was funny. The member berries were really funny, and I think I really want to see them pay off in a big way towards the end. I really think they can do it, and they've built up kind of the member berries so much, and I'm curious if it will go towards the end of the season or just the next episode, because the next episode, that's when the election will have happened already. So are they going to keep... They can't keep going with the election storyline. So, well, what are they really going to do here? Because at that point, that's episode 7. We'll have 8, 9, 10. Are they going to shift? I guess they can go more towards the troll stuff, but even that seems like it's ending more. Because we had the Fort Collins scene, which was hysterical. Very classic, just South Park. I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. South Park is perfect at that. So, like I said, the second half of the episode much better than the first half. Really built up to some funny stuff. And Cartman and Heidi, Cartman's worrying a little bit, but I mean, Cartman and Heidi knew each other before. You could just say, I've changed. You knew how I was before. So I think he's kind of worrying, and he told the lie and everything. He's Cartman, but I think he could have got out of that. But I don't know. We'll see. Second half of the episode much better than the first half. Wasn't a standout episode, but it was a pretty good episode for this season. Definitely not the worst, but definitely not the best. So let me know what you guys thought about South Park this week. This is where we talk about it down below, have a discussion, and subscribe because it takes around that much effort to do so. And until next time, you have been traumatized.